everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Snowhawks coming in at 4-6, going up against the Colts, who come in at 0-10. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Portland Snowhawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Looking to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A gain of 3, second down. And the big boy is up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at the spin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down. And here are the defensive starters, and their coordinator is hoping that they have short-term memories from last week.
A very tough week indeed, Brandon. All they want to do now is be solid right out of the gate. No big plays given up early.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, we can easily say, what a start defensively. First quarter, and the defense already got in the lead before they even stepped.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So a couple failed attempts here for the ground game, assuming you pass here on 3rd.
Doesn't look like you're getting anywhere running the ball at all, so I would agree with you on that one. You got to think about going to the air to try and pick up the yardage you need.
Anything in particular you look for on 3rd and long?
I don't think you go play action here. Just go back in the pocket, get out of your hands pretty quickly, and let your receivers do the work.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Robinson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the pass complete, but he took a shot there. Great concentration.
And what the defense is hoping for, Brandon, is that they can accumulate those types of shots all day long. So hopefully his concentration won't stay at that same level.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream on.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
looking to throw. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear a coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
To throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner. And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over. So they're going to go for 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. People are starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Cutback, left sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw here. Finding time. He's going to... And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Back to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Robinson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. To throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards remaining here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, he can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
They'll set up a throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Check, check, all right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on third and goal.
Let's go. All right, man. Look at 56.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting back.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And his guys have once again taken the lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. It's a 4-receiver look all to the left side. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a 1st down.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. It's a
touchdown! Their dangerous wide receiver, 43 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. The room to run just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
It was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good game before he's taken down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So another 3 on the board there, and he's been a lone bright spot here. That's now 4 field goals.
And that's nice, but if this offense had finished a few more drives, we might be looking at a completely different ball game. Instead, when you're trading field goals for touchdowns, that's a losing proposition.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And here now the offense heading back out there. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The play clock's running down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Final minute now of the third quarter. And they'll go on the ground. What a spin. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here. the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? 300? That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
False start, offense.
So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. They'll look to throw again. Can't find anyone open. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And they'll run it here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push it. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third down and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go now.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come up in an offset eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The defense once more getting set to do battle as they head back out. They may have not played their best. Bottom line, I guess, so they're going to get the win.
And that's all that counts when you really get down to it, winning the ball game. Do they want to do it with style? Do they want to do it with aplomb? Of course. But bottom line, get the win, then you worry about everything else from there on out.
Well, they're going to get that W for sure. They'll come out throwing here on first down, surveying the field. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Back to throw here. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read